waxaan bilaabaynaa casharkii labaad ee qaybta kan waxaan ku qaadan doonaa trigonometric graphs and angle between lines, angle between line and a plane, angle between line and a plane. By the end of the lesson, learners will be able to draw trigonometric functions. Now we'll be starting with the sine curve and the sine function. The sine function. And we're using the unit circle to come up with the points. So this is angle 0 degrees. This is 90, 180, and then 270. The coordinate is 1, 0. The coordinate there is 0, 1. The coordinate is negative 1, 0. The coordinate is 0, negative 1. And then so angle, this direction is the counterclockwise or anti-clockwise, and this side is the clockwise. So the first quadrant, I'll be picking the first quadrant. So angle, call this one theta. This is y, x, and then r. Since this is unit, just call it 1 there. So sine is equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. So we have y cos equal to x divided by 1, which is x. So uh, 0 degrees, 90, 180, 270, 360 degrees, 360 degrees. So we said, so this is angle theta. So this is sine curve. Sine curve, and this is the cos. Now sine of 0, we know that sine is y. I will be reading all the y values. Sine of 0 is 0. Sine of 90 is y is 1. Sine of 180, the sine is 0. Sine of 270, the sine is negative 1. Sine of 360 is 0. So cos of 0 is, cos is always x, so cos 0 is 1, 90 is 0, 180 is minus 1, 270 is 0, 360 is 1. Now we're drawing the sine function. So this is negative 1, 1 and the negative 1, 1 and negative 1. The domain is 0, 90, 180, 270, and then lastly 360. So sine of 0 is 0, sine of 90, 1, 180, 0, 270, negative 1, 360, 0. So I'll join the points. I join the points. So that is the sine function. Now one characteristics of the sine, this one, the sine has a maximum of 1 and a minimum of 1. Maximum of 1 and a minimum of 1. This one, the sine is periodic. Periodic means, or period is the interval after which the graph repeats itself. The graph will repeat itself after every 360, meaning that is one complete, that's another complete cycle, that's another complete cycle. So it always repeats itself after every 360 degrees. So the periodic is 360 degrees, which is the same as 2 pi rad. The next one, the domain is negative infinity to positive infinity. This side is negative infinity, and this side is positive infinity. Positive infinity. So that is the domain. The domain is that. For the cos function, I will also draw the cos and the sine and the one axis. So cos of 0, we know cos of 0 is 1. 90, 0, 180 minus 1, 270, 0, 360, 1. I join the points again. Join the points. That is the cosine. So this is y equal to sine, and this is y equal to cos. Now they have similar characteristics. The only difference, major difference between the two is they start at different points. Sine and cos, sine and cosine function starts at different points. The first one, the sine starts at 0, whereby the cos starts at 1. So that is the sine and the cosine function. For the tangent function, we know that sine, tan is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. Tan is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. We said this is y and this is x, and this is 1, and we said that sine is equal to y, cos is equal to x. So sine, tan is equal to y divided by x, meaning tan will be equal to y divided by x, which is the same as sine divided by cos. So I'll be just using the same table values to come up with the tangent. So tan, we know that tan is equal to sine divided by cos, meaning 0 divided by 1 is 0. 1 divided by 0 is infinite. This is 0. This is infinite, and this is 0. So I'll be plotting the same. I'll be plotting the tangent. So 0, 90, 180, 270, and then 360 degrees. For tan, I draw the infinite line. 270 is also the same. Infinite. So sine of 0, I mean tan of 0 is 0, tan of 30 is 0 point. Between 0 to 90 we have several angles. So tan 30, 0.577. The next one is 45. You get 45 is 160. You get 1.73. So therefore, and the graph goes up like that. The graph and the line, they should not touch one another because 90 has no value. So it has 90 is an infinite. So tan is negative in the second quadrant, positive in the third quadrant, that is from 180 to 270. And then the next one is also negative. So that is the tangent. The characteristics of the tan is the tangent function has no maximum and no minimum values. This one has no maximum, no minimum. You can see the graph just continues up and down. So it has no maximum, no minimum values. Okay. This one also, for the tangent, another characteristic is the tangent is infinite at odd multiples of 90. Odd multiples of 90, the tangent is infinite. At the same time, the domain is negative infinity to positive infinity. So that is also the characteristics of the tan. The next is angle between a line and a plane. The angle between a line and a plane. The shape A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H is a cuboid. And you're told calculate the angle between AF and the plane ABCD. So we have, let me just draw a shape. Shape is like this. So we have A, B, C, F, E, D, H, C. The line AF, this line is given 7 centimeters. This is 6 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 2 centimeters, 7, 6, 3, and then 2. You're told calculate the angle between AF and the plane ABCD. The line AF and the plane A, B, C, and D. So just draw a line there. So we know this distance. This is the same as this. So this line will be equal to 3. And let me just call that angle theta. So theta, we will be using sine. So this is angle 90 degrees. So sine theta will be equal to opposite divided by hypotenuse. 7 divided by this, you get 0 point. 0 point. If you divide this one, you get 0.4 times because of 28, 202 because of 14, and then 608 because of 56, 40 it will be 5 because of 35. And then you say just say sine theta will be equal to that. So the inverse of this will be equal to. So just use the calculator to find the inverse of this angle. To find the angle, the inverse of that angle. And then, so that is angle ABCD. I said you find. And then, so that is angle ABCD. I said you find. Use your calculator. You press shift sign, and then you write 0.4285, and then you get the angle. Next. The last example. This is the last example. You are told calculate the line BE. The line BE. Now BE, we first of all sketch the diagram again. We have 4, and then 3, and then 12 centimeters. We have the line A, B, C, D, then E, then F, G. Now this is F, G, and then h. Now the question is, calculate the length BE, the length from B to E. We want to find that line. This side, we only know the opposite, so I just draw a line here. The diagonal of that parallelogram, so that angle is 90. For us to get the line GE, you say GE squared. GE squared is equal to 4 squared plus 3 squared, 16 plus 9, 25, and GE will be root of 25, which is equal to 5 centimeters. So this side is 5 centimeters. Now BE, therefore, BE will be equal to 12 squared plus 5 squared, 144 plus 25, 169. BE is equal to 13 centimeters. So this side is 13 centimeters. BE is 13 centimeters. The last one, angle BEG. BEG, this angle. So let me just remove that triangle. This is my hypotenuse. This is 12. This is 13. And this side we have 5. We are told to calculate that angle E. So you can use sine, cosine, and tangent to come up with the angle. Let me use sine. So sine theta will be equal to opposite 12 divided by hypotenuse. And then cos theta will be 5 divided by 13. And then finally, tangent will be equal to 12 divided by 5. And then you end up getting the same answer. Like for example, this one, if you divide 12 divided by 13, you add 0.9 times, because if you multiply by 9 there you get 7, and then 117, you get 3, you add 0, 2 times because of 9, 2 times because of 26, you get 4, 0, 3 times because of 39, and then 1, 0, then I add. This one is 0.9230. This one will be 35. 5 divided by 13. Sorry, 5 divided by 13. 0.4 times, no, not 4. Yeah, 3 times because of 39. I get 11. Add 0. And then you get 8 times. 13 times 8, you get 4 carry 2, you get 8 times because of 104. You get 60. 4 times because of 52. You get 8, 0. Then that will be 7, 6 times, yeah. So you have 0.3846. And this one you get 2.4. Now you press shift sine, shift cos, shift tan, and then you end up getting the same angle. Marka intaas ayaan ku joojinaya cashirka maanta. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Waxaan bilaabaynaa chapterkii koowaad chapterkii shanaad baan bilaabaynaa qaybtiisa koowaad waa compound interest. Chapterka waxaa loo yaqaanaa financial mathematics. Qaybtiisa koowaad waa compound interest. Financial mathematics. Learning outcomes. By the end of the lesson, learners will be able to define compound interest, calculate compound interest using step-by-step method, derive the compound interest formula. Now, calculate the principal rate, durations, and amount. If money is borrowed or deposited in a financial institution, it earns interest after a specified period of time at a stated rate of interest. Instead of this interest being paid back to the owner, it may be added or compounded with, thereafter also earns interest. Such interest is called compound interest. The period after which it is compounded to the principal is referred to as the interest period. Now, compound interest, we use the formula A equal to P bracket 1 plus R of 100 into bracket N. A is the amount, P is the principal, money deposited or borrowed, R is the rate, and N is the time or the duration. Now, example number 1, you're told find the amount after 2 years if shilling 10,000 is invested at 15% per annum or per year compound interest. Find the amount. Now, the P there is 10,000, the principal, 10,000. R, which is the rate, is 15% per year. And the time is T or N is 2 years. Now, I'll be using both step-by-step method and the formula. So if I start with the formula, this will be A, which is the amount, is equal to the principal, which is 10,000, into bracket 1 plus R, R is 15, divided by 100, into bracket N, N is 2. So 10,000 into bracket, so the LCM of these two is 115 divided by 100, you get 1.15, and then into bracket 2. So I will square 1.15, and then I multiply by 10,000. So 1.15 squared, I get 1.3225. So this is 10,000 multiplied by 1.3225. So 4 zeros cancel the 4 decimal places, therefore you get 13,225. So this is the amount. Now let me use a step-by-step method. Step-by-step method. I will first of all find interest of the first year. First year interest. I is equal to PRT divided by 100. So P is 10,000 multiplied by R. R is 15 multiplied by 1 year. You get 2 zeros cancel 2 zeros. You get 150. So this is interest, first year interest. Second year interest. The principal this time will be P 10,000 plus 150. We get 10,150. So the interest will be equal to 10150 multiplied by 15 divided by 100 multiplied by the second year. So 1 0 cancel 1 0, therefore this will be 1015 multiplied by 1.5. 1015 times 1.5. I get 15 to 2.5. So this is my interest, second year interest. So total interest will be 150 plus 15 to 2.5. So you get, if you add 150, you get this was 1,000. You get 1522.5 plus 150. You get 1522.5 plus I'm sorry, this was 1,500. 1,500. You get 3022.5, and then total amount is equal to principal plus interest. The principal is 10,000. The interest total interest is 3022.5. When you add them together, you get, supposed to be 31, I'm sorry. So you get 13,225. 13,225. 13,225. It's 13,22.50. It is 13,225.0. I'm sorry, 13,225.0. So that is the interest. The interest. I said it is 1,500. No, it is 10,000 times 15 out of 100 times 1. 2 zeros cancel 2 zeros. There I got 1,500. And then 1,500, 10,000 plus 1,500 will be 11,500. 11,500 I multiplied by 15 out of 100, multiplied by 1 again. I got 115 times 15. I got 16,725. So what I did is I added the two, 1,500 plus 16,725, and then I got plus 1,500. I got 18,225, and then I added the two. That is 10,000 plus 1,500. Then I multiplied by 15. Then I divided by 100. I got 1725. Sorry, this is 1725. 1725. So once you add 1725 plus 1,500, you get 3225. 3225. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. So this is 10,000 plus 3225, and then I got 13,225. So that is the amount using the step-by-step method and the step-by-step method and the general formula. 13,225. Example number 2. Example number 2, a customer deposited shilling 10,000. A customer deposited shilling 10,000, which is the principal amount. So principal amount is 14,000. Time, the rate is 12%. Then compounded quarterly. The time is 1 year, compounded quarterly. Then n will be equal to 4 interest period. This is 4 interest period. So you just say A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R over 100 into bracket N. This is 14,000. This will be 1 plus the 100 multiplied by 1 over 4 multiplied by N. You get 14,000 into bracket by 2, 1 by 2, you get 3. That is 1.03 into bracket 4. So therefore, I multiply 1.03 power 4. I get 14,000 multiplied by 1.12255. You multiply this one by 14,000. 14,000 times 1.1255. I get 15,757. 15,757. So that is also the amount. You're told find the accumulated amount. That is the accumulated amount. Example number 3. Example number 3. A man wants to have shilling 30,000 in 8 years. How much money must he invest now if the rate is 7.5% per annum? So we know A, the amount is 30,000. The principal amount, we don't know the principal amount. We know the rate is 7.5%. The time N, which is 8 years. Then we are told to calculate P. So you just say A is equal to P 1 plus R over 100 into bracket N. So this will be 30,000. P into bracket 1 plus 7.5 divided by 100, 8. So this is 30,000 is equal to P. This is 1.075 into bracket 8. Into bracket 8. So therefore, P will be equal to 30,000 divided by 1.07 power 8. Power 8 will be 1.075 power 8. Power 8. The answer will be 1.7835. 35. So I divide 30,000 divided by 1.7835. I get the principal amount will be 16,820. So that will be the principal amount. The principal amount is 16,820. 16,820. Next, the last question. Find if 20,000 is deposited for 3.5 years compound interest. What we do here is, we don't know A. We know the principal amount is 20,000, and time or N, we have 3.5 years. The next one is R is 10% per annum. So A is equal to P, which is 20,000 into bracket N. N is, let me just use a 3.5 there. N is 3.5 years. So this will be equal to 20,000 1.10 into bracket 3.5. Now using the calculator, I'll just say 1.10 power 5 power 3.5. I'm sorry. Is we have 20,000 bracket 1.39596. So if you multiply this by 20,000 times 1.39596, you get 27,000. 27. As well, we can use another way. Second way is I will separate the two. I'll separate the two. What I will do is A is equal to 20,000 bracket 1 plus 10 over 100. Instead of 3.5, I'll be using 3 this time. So this will be 20,000 bracket 1.1 power 3. You get 20,000. 1 point, this will be 1.331. I hope so. That is 1.1 power 3. Yes. 3 zeros will move the points. You get 20 multiplied by 1331. You get 2, 6, 6, 2, and then 0. Let me find now the interest. It will be 26, 6, 2, 0 times 10 out of 100 times half. That is the remaining half. So you cancel these two, and then by 2, 1 by 2, you get 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, and then you add 2. So amount will be equal to 26, 26, 620 plus 1331, you get 27, 9, 2, and then 0. So that is both method, just one and the same. Marka cashirkaas intaas ku egyahay. Waxaan bilaabayaa insha Allah waxaan bilaabi doonaa cashirka ku xiga.